Good evening, councillors, ladies and gentlemen. I'd now like to call upon Sally to begin our act of worship.
Gather together tonight in the body of the Christ, it needs your people. That the choices we make be acceptable in your sight, in the minds of all your priests in us, so that we may all work together with love and I ask this in the name of your Son, our Saviour, Jesus.
Amen.
So uniting our prayers with God. Let us pray with confidence.
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you, Sally. Would you all please sit down? Oh, sorry, I haven't done this bit yet. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd firstly like to begin with introducing the gentleman over there, whose nickname is Gilly, Mr. Gilbert. Mr. Gilbert will be shadowing Andy Lamb in the next few months to learn his trade. All right, thank you. Right, Mr. Chief Executive, are there any apologies, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, we've got one apology this evening. That's from Councillor Paul Gleeson. Thank you.
Okay. Would you like to inquire about any declarations?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, may I inquire whether any members wish to declare any interest in respect of any items on the agenda this evening? For a non-showing, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. We will now move on to the agenda item for this evening, the updated Pay Policy Statement 2023-2024 and Pay Policy Statement for 2024-2025. Councillor Dorian, would you like to present the report and propose the recommendations, please?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Councillors, the Localism Act of 2011 requires that local authorities approve a pay policy statement each year before the 31st of March. Now, ordinarily, we would have brought this statement with our budget papers. However, this year we took time to reflect best practice and ensure that the updates that had happened throughout the year were included. The ongoing partnership alignment in terms of terms and conditions has necessitated more updates than ordinarily would be expected. And we expect that as well to continue through the year 2024-25. It will also be helpful to proceed with our much needed constitutional review across the partnership, because that's been recommended by the peers and by scrutiny to assist with this work. So there's two pay policy statements for your approval this evening. The first is an updated pay policy for 23-24, along with the required pay policy statement looking forward to 24-25. Updates are made to pay, the addition of the NJC pay award, a change in returning officer, an amended definition for the lowest paid employees, amendments to the essential car user policy, along with a note relating to professional subscriptions and Boston's sickness policy. Now, the latter 2 points, that is the professional subscriptions and Boston sickness policy, bring us in line with our partnership councils at East Lindsey and South Holland, so that we afford the same level of benefits to our employees. Both of the documents in front of you are statements of fact and reflect the pay policies of the council. So, Mr Mayor, I recommend these statements for approval and publication on our website in order that we meet the statutory deadline from the Localism Act. So I formally move, Mr Mayor, the recommendation that the updated pay policy statement of 23 and 24 at Appendix A be approved, and that the pay policy statement of 24-25 at Appendix B be approved. Thank you, Mr Mayor.
Thank you very much, Councillor Dorian. Do you have a seconder? Councillor Broughton, thank you very much. Okay, does anybody wish to speak? Councillor Cantwell, followed by... Yes, followed by your good self, Stephen.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. I'd just like to ask, with this alignment of officer costs, will there be an increased cost to the borough, and what would that be? And will this impact the budget agreed last meeting?
Do you wish to respond?
Mr Mayor, we haven't suspended standing orders, and it's not a Q&A session in full council,
no.
so I can't really respond. I'm happy to sum up at the end, Mr Mayor.
Yes, indeed. All right. Did you wish to speak, Councillor Woodliff?
Yes, thanks, Mr Mayor. Yes, I support this policy. I think it's right we should align with the other two, which align with all the policies we have. And I'm also thinking about, of course, council allowances, which I'm not allowed to talk about tonight, so I won't talk about it tonight. But there we are. That's another area the leader knows exactly what I'm talking about there. So I support the policy. That's fine. I did wonder about something on page 16, though, which is it's a minor thing, but I just did wonder about this. When it sums it up, Aileen Watmore sums it up, and she talks about due regard to be paid to the requirements of Her Majesty's Revenues and Customs. I think actually that should be His Majesty's Revenue and Customs, I would think, because our late Queen died on the 8th of September 2022, and we said 23-24, so that's not correct, is it? I would think, anyway. But it's dated the 14th of March 2024. That's at the bottom, and of course then the second one, Appendix B, I think that's correct. His Majesty's, yes, but dated the same. I think they're minor technical points, really, but we need to get it right, you know, in the terms of His Majesty's Revenue and Customs. Otherwise,
Yes,
it would look a bit foolish if we're out of date, doesn't it, Mr Mayor?
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Could that be corrected?
That's fine, thank you.
Amended? Thank you very much. Anybody else wish to speak? No. Seconder, do you wish to speak at all? Well, very well. Do you wish to sum up, Councillor Dorian?
Well, thank you very much, Mr Mayor, and I'm sorry this had to come back, and it's lovely to see you all tonight. But I'm sorry it had to come back. That's the way it was. Councillor Cantwell, the increase in cost, any increase in costs that are met in the budget that's already been passed by this council, which you voted against, I believe. And Councillor Woodliff, thank you very much for pointing out that admin error. I hadn't even spotted it, so well done to you for that extent of proofreading. Thank you very much. We'll make sure that gets amended, certainly before it goes on the website. I know you're passionate about councillor allowances. You're pushing on an open door now, so let's revisit that topic in the near future. But no, with that, Mr Mayor, I'll sit down. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Dorian. Well, we'll move to the vote. All those in favour? Against? Any abstentions? Well, that's clearly carried, isn't it, Rhonda? All right. Well, that concludes the formal business of this meeting. I thank you all very much for attendance. That's it. There is no more.